Okay, so are you ready to talk about efficiency?
I'm always ready to talk about efficiency.
Yeah, I know you are. Well, today we're going deep into a case study
Mm,
that shows how one mining company,
mining company.
yeah, how one mining company totally struck gold using a mobile EAM solution.
Oh, this is going to be good, I can tell.
Yeah, it is really good. So first of all, EAM, you know what that is, right?
Enterprise asset management. Yeah, keeping all that valuable equipment running smoothly.
Keeping it running smoothly. Yeah, so we're going into a story from the Sigga Success Story podcast.
Oh, I love that
It's a
podcast.
good one, right?
Yeah.
Um, And they feature this global mining company producing iron ore pellets and all sorts of minerals.
Really big company, I bet.
Huge company. And they were facing some pretty serious challenges,
What kind of challenges?
like managing all their operations efficiently.
I bet. Mining's no walk in the park, that's for sure.
Absolutely not. Um, so they had this massive network of mines and processing plants and equipment to manage.
So what were their big pain points? What were they really struggling with?
Well, one of the things they were really hitting up against was travel time for their maintenance teams.
Ah, yeah, I bet getting people out to those remote sites.
Yeah, getting people to the right place at the right time across these vast mining sites was eating up a lot of time and resources.
Time is money, they say.
Time is money. Exactly. They also really wanted to decrease the number of maintenance intervals required.
Makes sense. Less downtime, more productivity.
Exactly. And then on top of that, they were dealing with data inaccuracies.
Ooh, data inaccuracies. That can be a real headache.
You know, like having the wrong information about when a piece of equipment needs maintenance.
Yeah, especially with so much equipment to keep track of. What were they doing before? Spreadsheets or something?
Yeah, probably. I mean, think about it. If you've got outdated or incorrect information about your equipment, you might miss critical maintenance windows.
Oh, yeah. Breakdowns, delays, safety risks, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards. And at the scale they were operating, data inaccuracies could have huge ripple effects across the whole operation.
Not good. Not good. So they needed a system that could give them reliable information no matter where the equipment was.
Exactly. Real-time, accurate information about all of their assets.
Did they look at any other solutions before they went with Sigga?
They did. They evaluated a bunch of different options before going with Sigga Mobile EAM.
Smart move. Got to do your research.
Yeah.
What made Sigga stand out for them?
Well, they really liked the robust functionality, which we'll
Mhm.
get into a bit later, but also it integrated seamlessly with their existing SAP system.
SAP. Oh, their enterprise resource planning software. The brains of the operation.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it was really important that any new solution could talk to SAP and share data seamlessly.
No more double entry, no conflicting information.
Exactly.
And was Sigga flexible? I mean, every company's got its own quirks.
It was really flexible. They could customize it to meet their specific needs, which is really important when you're dealing with such a complex operation.
I bet. Okay, so
Yeah.
they found their solution, but where did they actually implement it? Was it just one mine, or were they going all in?
Oh, they went all in. They rolled it out across their industrial plants, their iron ore handling operations, their pellet production facilities, and even their equipment maintenance departments.
Wow, sounds pretty comprehensive. But did it actually work?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah. All that effort, all that investment, gotta see results.
Well, the results were really impressive, and on multiple fronts, like they saw a reduction in paper usage.
Good for the planet.
Good for the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they boosted their iron ore production per shift.
Efficiency and productivity. Nice.
Yeah, and maybe the most significant impact was on their maintenance teams.
Oh, those are the folks who are really in the trenches. I'm curious to hear how it affected them.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. How did this mobile EAM actually change the way those maintenance teams worked? What specific benefits did they experience?
So before mobile EAM, these teams were often relying on outdated information like paper forms and tons of back and forth communication just to get basic tasks done.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
But with the new system, they suddenly had real-time data right at their fingertips.
that's pretty amazing right there on their mobile devices.
Right there on their mobile devices. So that meant quicker decision-making, faster response times, and a huge reduction in downtime.
That sounds like a real game changer for those teams.
It really was. Can you imagine a scenario where a piece of equipment malfunctions out in the field?
Oh, yeah.
In the past, the maintenance team might have to travel back to the office just to access information about the equipment order, replacement parts, and fill out paperwork.
Oh gosh, that sounds like a nightmare.
It was a huge waste of time and resources, but with mobile EAM, they can diagnose the problem, access the equipment's history order parts, and even complete the work order.
Wow, all from their mobile device right there in the field.
All from their mobile device right there in the field. No more wasted trips, no more digging through filing cabinets for information, and less time spent on administrative tasks.
That's got to be a huge efficiency boost.
It is, and it goes beyond just saving time. Think about the impact on data accuracy. Instead of manually entering data on paper forms, which is prone to errors,
Yeah, for sure.
the maintenance team is inputting information directly into the system in real time.
Okay, so that addresses their data accuracy problem.
And then they use algorithms to identify patterns and predict when a piece of equipment is likely to fail.
So instead of just reacting to breakdowns, they can proactively schedule maintenance before problems even arise.
Exactly. This not only reduces the number of unexpected breakdowns, but it also allows them to optimize their maintenance schedules. They can plan maintenance activities during periods of low production or when resources are readily available.
That's smart. So we've got improved data accuracy, reduced downtime, and optimized maintenance schedules.
Yeah.
Are there any other efficiency wins we should highlight?
Well, one thing that surprised me about this case study was the ripple effect that mobile EAM had on other areas of the business. Like they streamlined the maintenance process and improved data accuracy so they were able to optimize their inventory management.
Oh, that's interesting. I wouldn't have immediately connected those two things. How did that work?
Well, before mobile EAM, they often had to keep a large inventory of spare parts on hand just in case something broke down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They weren't always sure what parts they needed or when they'd need them.
It's like having a pantry full of random ingredients because you're not sure what you'll be cooking next week.
Exactly. But with the improved data from the mobile EAM, they could more accurately predict which parts they would need and when.
Oh, that makes sense.
And this allowed them to reduce their inventory levels, freeing up capital and reducing storage costs.
So it's not just about maintenance efficiency. It's about optimizing the entire supply chain. And if I'm remembering correctly, the company also saw some unexpected sustainability benefits from this implementation.
You're right. We often think about efficiency in terms of time and money, but in this case, it also led to a reduced environmental impact.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more about these sustainability wins.
Well, for starters, the reduction in paper usage that we talked about earlier had a direct impact on their paper consumption.
Sure, less paper means fewer trees cut down, but were there any other environmental benefits beyond that?
Yes, by optimizing their maintenance schedules and reducing equipment downtime, they were able to improve the overall efficiency of their operations.
That sounds great.
So they were using less energy and resources to produce the same amount of output.
So they're getting more done with less environmental impact. That's impressive. But I want to go back to the people involved in this transformation. We've talked a lot about the technology and the benefits, but what about the employees themselves? How did mobile EAM affect their day-to-day work experience?
This is one of my favorite parts of this whole story. The company didn't just implement the technology and walk away. They recognized the importance of training and empowering their employees to use the new system effectively.
So they invested in training, but did the employees actually embrace this new way of working? Was there any resistance or pushback?
I mean, there were some initial concerns, which is natural with any big change.
Yeah, of course.
But the company addressed these concerns head-on by providing clear communication, comprehensive training programs, and ongoing support.
That's great. They really took the time to make sure everyone was on board.
Yeah, they really did. So they didn't just throw technology at the problem. They made sure their people were equipped and supported to use it effectively.
So did this approach have any tangible impact on employee morale or engagement? Did it help their morale?
It did. Their morale got better, but it's more than that. The employees didn't just become more efficient, they actually developed new skills.
Really?
Yeah, and they got a deeper understanding of the whole maintenance process.
That's fantastic.
They felt empowered
That's so important.
to make decisions
Yeah.
and contribute in a more meaningful way.
So it wasn't just about implementing a new system.
No, not just a system.
It was about creating a culture.
A culture of empowerment and continuous improvement.
It really does have a ripple effect across the entire organization.
Absolutely. And it's a good reminder
Yeah.
that technology is only as good as the people using it. By investing in their employees and creating a supportive environment.
Yeah.
This company was able to unlock the full potential of their mobile EAM solution.
This has been such a cool deep dive.
It has.
We've uncovered so much about mobile EAM and its impact on efficiency, sustainability, and even employee empowerment.
I think it's really inspiring.
But I want to bring it back to you, the listener.
Yeah.
Could you see this type of solution working in your own operations?
What are some of the challenges you're facing right now? When it comes to managing your physical assets,
Mm.
are you struggling with data inaccuracies, inefficient maintenance processes, or maybe even sustainability concerns?
If any of those sound familiar,
Yeah.
maybe a mobile EAM solution could be
Like
the key
the key to unlocking greater efficiency.
and creating a more sustainable operation. Investing in employee training and fostering a culture of continuous improvement.
Can lead to some really remarkable results.
So efficiency isn't just about doing things faster.
Yeah.
It's about doing things smarter,
Smarter,
more
more
sustainably,
sustainable. Yeah.
and in a way that empowers your people.
That's what it's all about.
So as you go forth and tackle your own operational challenges, remember that efficiency is an ongoing journey.
It really is.
It's about constantly seeking ways to improve, adapt, and embrace new possibilities.
And who knows?
Mhm.
Maybe the next efficiency goldmine is just waiting to be discovered in your own operation.
That's a great thought to leave our listener with. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
Until next time.